Hello everybody, Soulframe is an amazing game that offers a few interesting and enjoyable systems to players, even though it is still early in development. With the release of the Founders Packs, more players than ever have now the opportunity to discover Soulframe and start their Envoy journey. However, the game can be quite complicated at first, with little to almost no guidance. This is why today we will look at a few important tips that I think will help you enjoy Soulframe more. Your sparrow is your guide and best friend. If you are lost and have no idea where to go, summon your sparrow and it will lead you to the nearest objective or point of interest. For now, that basically means getting you to the nearest faction tail, since this is the core gameplay loop of the game. Use your soul mode as often as possible. Soul mode highlights interactable items around you and can help you find the faction tail NPC giver faster. It is also a core system in Soulframe required to collect motes and smite enemies. Reveal the map as soon as possible. When you first start the game, the map is covered with fog. By interacting with world trees, however, you can clear it up and be able to navigate better. Travel around and interact with all trees to reveal your map. Those are special looking trees, easy to distinguish thanks to their withered look and a spear stuck in them. Once you have cleared your map, focus on translating location names. At first, every town or point of interest you discover has its name written in an unknown language. You can translate the names by discovering and collecting motes around every area. When you visit a new location, search around for a floating light. Use soul mode and a light attack on it to collect it and reveal part of the location's name. Not all modes required to translate the name appear together. You can relog or wait a full day-night in-game cycle to get the rest. Unlock the blacksmith early. Go to the eastern part of the starter zone to the location I show you on the map. There you will find a helmet. Defeat enemies around and bring the helmet to the blacksmith's hearth nearby. This action will unlock 2 Vulcani in your Nightfold, which is basically your refuge in the game. Start crafting items with her help as soon as possible to level up your bond with her and be able to craft better weapons, armor and parts later. Pick your virtue wisely. Virtues are the stats of Soulframe. There are 3 virtues: courage, grace and spirit. Each offers different benefits and will strengthen your character. Pick your primary virtue based on the weapon you are using. Each weapon is attuned to a virtue and will deal more damage if you allocate more points to that specific virtue. However, there is a cap for every weapon and damage will not increase after a certain threshold. When you reach that threshold, you can allocate your remaining virtue points to one of the other virtues or share them between both depending on your goals. Charm animals to gain totems. When you explore around the world, use soul mode and a light attack to charm animals. This action brings forth a mini-game where you must play the right notes. If you do this correctly, you will get a totem. Another way to earn totems is by rescuing animals from cages. You can place the totems in your weapons to gain additional passive effects, along with runes that you earn by defeating were bosses. Smash everything around to get resources. This is a reliable way to earn drugs, the money of Soulframe, but also crafting materials that will help you craft the best items. Doing this in the Undercity dungeon is one of the best ways to create a stash of resources for your crafting needs. There are several entrances to the Undercity around the starter zone, and often faction tails will get you there as well. Take advantage of Smite. Smite is a special execute-like action that provides additional benefits. When you attack an enemy and they start glowing, this is when you can smite them. Use soul mode plus a light attack on them to smite them. Smite deals massive damage and usually one-shots enemies. It also triggers your equipped weapons runes effects that deal extra damage. Unlock your weapon skills. When you level up a weapon, you get 5 points to spend on its combat arts. Allocate your points to unlock additional benefits for your weapons and deal more damage. You must level up multiple weapons of the same type to get the max points of combat arts for that weapon type. These were a few important beginner tips that will help you start your journey in Soulframe with success and enjoy its beautiful world more. What do you think of the game so far? What is your favorite system or gameplay loop? I'd love to know. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more builds and guides. I would also love to see you on my Discord server where we can discuss our favorite games. Check the link in the description of this video. Have a great day.